It's currently currently 12 o'clock night time, so I'm gonna just play a couple rounds, switch over to Warzone a bit, or Modern Warfare, I don't know, and then I'll switch off after like a couple hours. Yes. Okay. I don't know what to do in this stream, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna try get a win, something. I'm gonna quickly do something. Setting. I totally stole those kills from them. I really don't know what that fight was. Imagine if Fortnite had the Call of Duty thing of where you can talk to the other person. Did not hit one of my shots. Yeah, but it was kind of stupid of me. I think that fixed it. Hopefully it did. I could play more comfortably. Because I'm gonna only scroll downwards. Hopefully I can scroll the way I want to. So I can get this air. I could put downwards faster. Fixed it. Why does the flapjack needs to be the only weapon I get? Oh, shockwave. I haven't seen that in a while. Anyway, something good. Or better, at least. Finally a shotgun. Oh, why did that need to be that close? I need to stop being so reckless when I'm around people. Yeah, is it the same guy? I don't know. Sorry if I'm not playing as good. I'm tired. I don't know if this was the same person or what. It must have been another guy. Ugh. Oh. I must have sprayed her, not used the shotgun. Then I would have won. She should I've never been with Italy, I don't know how that song goes, but it goes somewhat the same. There's no reason. There's no reason for you to get the not get materials except for the upgrade station thingy. I really wish I could bring Frenzy Farm back. But this all I have to do. Lots of people. Very Wait a minute. I'm gonna do other things. I'm gonna do my settings quick. Nice. Mm. Mm.
Keybinds. It's probably the most important part of getting good on keyboard and mouse. Today, I'm going to try and help you guys find keybinds that you will be able to get used to. Alright guys, so a few things I want to quickly mention is that everybody is different. So you need to find keyboard settings that are going to be able to suit you. And well, hopefully this video does help out with that, and if it does, make sure you guys subscribe, like, turn on post notifications, and if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will bring out a week 3 progression video moving from controller to keyboard and mouse, and I will also make a video telling you guys why I switched to keyboard and mouse, and why you guys might want to as well. And also make sure to use my support creator code I'm through in the Fortnite Item Shop. Thank you for all the legends that are doing it, it really, really does help out. Alright guys, so let's just get to the actual video and helping you guys find keybinds that you can get good with. So a really important part of playing on keyboard and mouse is finding keybinds that are comfortable. You're going to want to find something that's quite close to your moving keys, which is obviously WASD, because the last thing you want to be doing is stretching all the way to the other side of your keyboard just to press a button. And also a quick little tip, if you are an elite gamer like myself, then you might have buttons on the side of your mouse that will help out, you know, switching to keyboard and mouse. If you do have buttons on the side of your mouse, try them out and try and take advantage of them, because they can be very, very useful and be easy for a beginner moving to keyboard and mouse. Alright guys, so let's get into the main things you want to focus on when obviously playing Fortnite. That is building, editing, interacting, and by interacting I mean things like opening doors, opening chests, ammo boxes, and also reviving teammates, and obviously pulling out your weapons. Now, these are the 4 things that I would like to say are the main things.
Everybody wants to get a good set of binds, and honestly, I hope to learn something. I'm just going to start explaining while this video is going on. Look, is on your left. Anyways, and how you can approach this. You can go with the F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I usually do, or what I personally recommend to beginners. Or you can also do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, which is what I use and what I recommend to advanced players. Or you can follow any set of these combinations. Now, any of these combinations should work just fine. Just don't use too many numbers and don't use too many letters. You want to balance it out, you know? That's probably the best tip I can give you when choosing combat type of binds. Yeah, definitely optional, but yeah, I highly recommend F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and then X at the very end. For building, we're going to keep it standard by keeping our crouch while building on the same button as crouch. And then for the wall, side mouse button number 1 or number 2, depending on how side mouse buttons you have. Personally, I recommend the first one. All their alternatives are going to be Q, Z, and X.
Q. Roof F. Trap Y. And raise use traps. And editing is of course E, because that's the easiest for me. Move controllers. Everything.
Consider that floor. I recommend it on C. You can also use your side mouse button, although I don't recommend it as much. Other alternatives are B, C, and F, but I 100% recommend G. These are the top 3 buttons to press for F.
Building edit C. Crowdsource editing, same with reset building edit left mouse button. I did this, I just switched them.
And you can also slide shift in there, but I don't recommend it as much as I do, since I don't think majority of the Fortnite community has a strong pinky finger. For crouching while sliding, or crouching while editing, I recommend the same with your crouch and your crouching while building. For select building item, left mouse button, and then for resetting, scroll wheel reset, there are hundreds of guides on the internet on how you can enable scroll wheel reset. So yeah, watch those videos and you'll probably learn a thing or two about scroll wheel reset. Why are these binds good? Personally, because it makes a combination.
Reset building edit, scroll wheel. No, I'm not doing that.
Comfortability. I have been using these binds for a very long time now, and I highly recommend them. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Okay, that was kinda helpful. Or not, we'll see. Okay, let's start a match, I guess, with build on. Oh, okay. Now I just need to cancel. No, say cancel. Yeah, because I'm gonna leave and just join my creative world. Start practicing uploading. There we go. Where's the thing that says made by? Where's creative? Yes. Creative. Damn, this is different. What's the flattest? So Z draw C. Wait, don't I say Q to You do this. You jump. That. Oh, let's try that. And you can scroll. The thing I'm trying to do is the floor, that. I know I can edit real good, like. Maybe do this quickly, okay? Whoa. Wait, let me just leave this quickly and just do that. I'm just gonna make a line, different parts of the place. No, then it's that. Let me just test it quickly. And then you do this. That's easy. And now we can of course do the this one. I don't know how, I don't remember how to do that. Let me think of something new. That'd be nice to save. Oh, never mind. God. It wasn't that anymore. Okay. I'm gonna try this little setup thing I have. Oh, gotta click. Yeah, that seems alright. It's much easier than it was. It's only if I keep practicing it would be the best. Call to the devil and the devil say, hey, why you call so late? Hey. Ugh. Mm.
Stimulal Flow Lab is back. Love music and want to create it? You could join workshops.
Today, I'm going to be showing you guys all of my Fortnite settings. And I'm not just talking about my sensitivity or my keybinds. I'm talking about every single setting. If you're watching this video, it helps before we jump into the settings. There's someone else may try that and maybe it doesn't. Settings for the most part, this really depends on what platform you play on, what kind of a PC you have, a lot of different things. But the basic things, I play on 240 FPS because I have a 240 hertz monitor and my PC can handle it. And when we come down here, I have my, this really depends on what platform you play on, what kind of a PC you have, a lot of different things. But the basic things, I play on 240 FPS because I have a 240 hertz monitor and my PC can handle it. And when we come down here, I have my colorblind mode on and I have it on Triton mode with strength level 8. And to be honest, the reason for this is because back, I believe in chapter 1 or chapter 2, if you had a certain colorblind mode on, you could actually see certain things, especially in the storm, a lot easier. I don't really think it helps that much anymore. I just never really changed it and kind of got used to it. So for the graphics quality, I have every single thing low and off, except my view distance. I keep view distance on Epic because it actually helps you see things from further away. For example, if I had this all the way on near, if there was a pile of... So for the graphics quality, I have every single...
Yeah, on PlayStation I don't get this. Anyways, on Triton mode then.
Low and off, you see what the game settings that'll actually affect your game. So the very items are, but when I have it on Epic, I'll actually be able to see the items and be able to mark them, and it just helps you see things from far away a lot easier. Now the next page, the game settings, this is actually where we dive into some game settings that'll actually affect your game. So the very first thing right here is toggle sprint, and I have this one on. Now what this does is when I press forward and when I'm moving forward, it's automatically sprinting. It basically means I don't have to press an extra button to start running, I just automatically start sprinting when I'm moving forward. Next thing,
This was
auto open doors. This one automatically opens doors as soon as you get
auto open doors, mental activation.
near them. Next up we have mental activation, and this one I have on hold jump instead of hold forward, which means when I go up to a ledge, if I want to mantle the ledge, all I have to do is just hold jump and I'll just mantle. But if I have it on hold forward, all I have to do is just jump and hold forward. I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but I like it on hold jump because I feel like on hold forward I actually accidentally mantle things I don't mean to. Going down over here to hold to swap pickup, I have this one off.
Off,
The reason
off,
I have it off is
on, off.
because I kind of... I like to organize my inventory manually, just drag things out or replace items. And I feel like when I have this one on, it kind of messes me up. Auto pickup weapons, once again, I have this one off because of the same reason. Now going down here, we have preferred item slot. And I feel like there might be a lot of you guys that actually don't know about this. And what you can do with this setting is you can actually assign different weapons to different slots in your inventory. For example, for my inventory, I like to have my AR first, my shotgun second, and if I have an S...
Yeah, I think mine's the same.
I have that in the third slot. My slot number 4... for snipers, or for shockwave hammers, or for... And the very last slot, I like to keep my heals and consumables. And that's exactly how I have it set up right here. For example, slot number 3, because it's worded weirdly, it says disable pre-edit option, which I have on, which basically means I have pre-edits off. Turbo building, I have this one. On, of course, for some reason, if you don't have this on, please turn this on. Confirm edit on release. I have this one on, and I feel like this is something a lot of people don't like having on. When this first came to the game, I turned this on, and it just made me so much better at building, editing, anything. And it does take some time to get used to, but I really feel like if people turn this on and actually get used to it, it makes you so much better at building. The rest of the settings on this page are not too important right here. The next page is game UI, and this is the things you actually see on your screen. For example, your crosshair. Get used to it. It makes you so much better at building. The rest of the settings on this page are not too important right here. The next page is game UI, and this is the things you actually see on your screen. For example, your crosshair, the size of your inventory, or your health bar. So reticle, of course, I have that one on. This is your crosshair. Now, reticle ammo indicator, I have this one off for 2 reasons. First, I don't like having too many things on my screen, and second, I kind of just know when I'm about to run out of ammo. I don't really need an indicator. And also, for most of the weapons in Fortnite, it actually makes a different sound when you're about to run out of ammo and when you need to reload. Damage numbers, I have this one on cumulative instead of list. And basically what cumulative is if I'm hitting someone, instead of it showing 30, 30, 30, it shows 30, 60, 90, so on. For reticle damage feedback, I have this one on hit. There is another option called hit and icons. I think for hit and icon, it actually shows you a shield icon when you're hitting someone for shield. But I don't need that because if I'm hitting someone for shield, I'll know because it's blue instead of white. I have HUD scale on 90%, and this is the size of everything you see on your screen. For example, your health bar, your inventory. I have every single thing here on except 2 things: latency debug stats and runtime performance stats. Runtime performance, I have HUD scale on 90%, and this is the size of everything you see on your screen. For example, your health bar, your inventory. I have every single thing here on except 2 things: latency debug stats and runtime performance stats. Runtime performance, I have HUD scale on 90%, and this is the size of everything you see on your screen. For example, your health bar, your inventory. I have every single thing here on except 2 things: latency debug stats and runtime performance stats. Runtime performance only applies to creative, so it doesn't really matter. And latency debug stats is just a bunch of statistics that I don't really need to see on my screen. Next page does not apply to me once again because I am on mouse and keyboard, so none of these settings really apply to me. I'm going to go ahead and skip over these. Now this page right here is where things get a little interesting. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, but asking what my sensitivity is the most questions I've I've been asked in my entire life. And this is where I finally show you guys my sensitivity, man. So for x-axis and y-axis, I have this one on 5.5%. And for targeting and scope sense, I have these on exactly the same, 42.9%. Targeting sensitivity is when you just aim down your sight, when you're aiming down your shotgun or your pistol. Scope sensitivity is when you're actually looking through a scope, for example, a sniper rifle or a DMR. There is some guns that I honestly don't really know if it counts as targeting or scope. For example, the AUG, the burst from last season. But because I have these two exactly the same, it doesn't really make a difference to me. There's also your mouse DPI speed, and this one is actually not an in-game setting. This setting is actually in your mouse software, which you have to down program for my double movement. And we actually do have the option to use double movement in the game now, which is this right here, custom diagonals. And the reason I have this one off is because for some reason when I use the in-game double movement, I run into an issue where every time I'm gliding, when I go left or right, it makes my character look up. It's a really weird bug, and when I do figure this out, I'll actually be using these settings right here, the in-game settings, and I'll be turning this off up here. Now, next page is controller options, and once again, I am on keyboard and mouse, but there's actually a very important setting that for some reason is under controller options, even though this applies to anyone if you play on keyboard and mouse or anything. And that setting is slide hold time right here. And what this setting is, it's basically how long you have to hold your slide keybind in order to slide. I believe the default is 0.15, but I did turn this down to 0.12. And basically for this setting, the lower you have this value set as, the less time it takes for you to hold your slide keybind in order to slide. For example, I have my slide as left control, which we'll go over later in my keybinds. But with this setting right here, I just have to tap my left control and I'll slide as long as I'm running. But for example, if I had this all the way at 0.25, now if I'm sprinting and let's just say I accidentally press left control, I would actually not slide because now I have to hold down left control for quite a bit in order to start sliding. But I don't like to hold and I like to just tap and slide because it helps my movement, so I have this one on 0.12. Once again, very important setting which I feel like a lot of people don't know about, but the rest of these settings are actually all controller settings, which doesn't apply to me once again, so I'm going to go ahead and skip these. Next page is all audio and volume settings, and this is just really going to be different for everyone, but there's one thing I want to go over. Visualize sound effect, and I have this one on. When you have this one on, you actually get visual icons on your screen for different sounds. For example, if there's someone running near you, you'll actually see footstep icons on your screen. It does actually give you an advantage in a lot of different scenarios. For example, if somebody's healing near you, you'll actually see that icon on your screen. And if you had this off, a lot of the times you just would not be able to hear that. The reason I turned this on is once again because it does give you a lot of advantages in different scenarios, but also because I wasn't hearing things properly. For example, sometimes I just wasn't hearing footsteps, so I turned this on to help me out, and it actually does. Going to the next page, we have the keybinds. Now, this one's going to be a lot, so get ready. The first four right here is running forward, left, backwards, and right, and you'll see
that seems that apply. Yeah. Oh, I was not concentrating on my time, so it seems I need to switch over to the next game, which is, of course, Call of Duty. So